Hello, this is Brian Lathe, and I have another exciting video about Spacebit. So I think Spacebit is actually becoming possibly my favorite game. I really loved Master of Orion when I played it, probably back in the 90s. And I guess this game has some strategy. Fortunately, I found a way to do things in this game that don't require actual significant combat. I know that there's probably a lot of people doing a lot of combat. I'm seeing some war, remnants of war. It leaves resources out in the space area that we're able to go collect. So I know that things like that are happening. I'm just personally not involved in it, and the people who are working with me are not involved in it. We're kind of playing the game the same way. So I'm going to try to do my best to keep this really short and sweet, give a couple suggestions for improvement. Now, on this screen, which you get to by going planet, I'm sorry, you don't get there under planet, you get there by hitting galaxy, okay? And it brings you to this screen, and it shows you your planet right in the middle, okay? And then it kind of tells you, where you are on the map. You can center whatever numbers you put here, you can center the galaxy on that position. And then you can send your fleet and also see your current missions. Now, what I would like to also see on this screen is a list of all my ships that are currently on the planet that I'm centered on. I'm assuming in the future there's going to be more than one planet, and I'm assuming that ships will be stationed on a planet. You might be able to move ships around so that they become stationed to different planets, but this planet will have some ships stationed to it, and it would be nice to be able to just go to that planet's screen, that planet's home screen, and be able to see very easily without having to, because what you got to do to find out what ships are there is you got to go find something, you got to click on it, and then you got to click on send fleet, and then you can look over here to see which ships are there. But what would be a really good idea, in my opinion, is to just be able to be on this screen and then just see what ships are there. You might not necessarily be able to delegate those ships from this screen. I don't think that that's important. But it would just be able to be nice, because if I'm sending all my ships out, it's really hard to sometimes know if they're back home. Sometimes this screen gets a little messy, and really understanding which ships, because you start getting 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 missions. It's kind of hard to keep track, because it just gives missions and then mission what it's to. It doesn't really tell you a mission number or anything like that. So I just think it would be really good to have just kind of a basic understanding of which ships are out there. So I'm out there, and I'm going out there, and right now I need a lot of metal and basically I need a lot of everything, but I need a lot of metal and I need some crystal. So I can go over here and I can get that crystal. Yep, so basically you just kind of look at your capacity and make sure that your capacity is not larger. See, that was 165,000 for capacity. That was all of those ships. All of my light fighters have a capacity of 165,000, and there's 291,000 crystal there. So I won't be wasting resources sending all those ships there. I'll be able to capture a lot of that, and then there'll still be some left here. Now this one's got 359, so that's pretty big too. So I'll be able to get all that plastic. Well, I won't be able to get all that plastic, but I'll at least be able to send all those heavy fighters off to get that plastic. Let's see what's over here on this one. Okay, this one's only got 4,000. So here's an example of something I can show you. That only has 4,214 crystals. So I can come down here. I can send a heavy cruiser. I can send 3 heavy cruisers, and they will have more storage capacity than what is there. Okay, so those 3 heavy cruisers will get all of that crystal. And that one has 152,000, so I might have to be careful. Okay, I've got 140,000 there. I'll send all those ships after that. And then I can also come back and probably send 12,000 of my heavy cruisers. Okay, so I got 13,000 there. So based on my whatever I sent before in these heavy cruisers, those will gather all of those, and I still have 40 heavy cruisers left. Okay, so I'll check out what's over here. I'm going to see if those 40 cruisers can pick that up. So that's 75,000, and I only need 40,000. So if I send 22, I'll have 41,000. That'll be enough to pick that all up. Okay, oh, 40, oh, sorry. There'll be a little bit remaining here. After that, that one has gone by. And there was 35,000 there. And 33,000 is what I've got left. So I'm basically maximizing all of my ships there and making sure that I'm not sending too many ships to pick up the resources. And then therefore I have ships remaining that I can send on another mission to another location to pick up other resources. So as you see, I only have 4 different kinds of ships, but I'm sending out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6, maybe 7 different missions. Yeah, at least 7 different missions, maybe more. Because some of these ships can get away kind of fast, and some of the other ones are kind of slow. But I like to send the classes of ships together. Like, I don't want to mix like a light cruiser and a heavy cruiser, because the light cruisers are way faster than the heavy cruisers. So the heavy cruisers take a long time to get somewhere. I'll send those off, all by themselves to get something. I'll send the light cruisers off all by themselves to get something. So I'm sending every class of ship kind of by itself. If I need more than one class because there's a lot of quantity of something somewhere, I'll send as much of one ship as a class all by itself after that target. And then I'll go into the same screen again and I'll send another class of ship. So I'll send 2 different missions, each with its own class of ship. And they'll get there when they get there and they'll bring that stuff back. So that's all pretty exciting. So as far as ranking goes, I don't know if I showed my ranking in the last video, but I'll try to show my ranking in all these videos. I'm 208th now. So I am on that 3rd screen, and I'm not too far down the rank here. And 81,000 points. So in a few thousand points, I'll be into the hundreds, into the high 100s, and I'll be working my way up. Now, it's been harder to get higher and higher and higher and higher. A lot of these people are active, so I only make a lot of ground when I start passing people up who are less active than me. But a lot of these people that I'm kind of going up with we're all pretty active, so we're all kind of going up together. And I'm kind of in with the group of people who are active now. I'm not passing a lot of deadwood like I used to be. But it's getting to be a lot of fun. And yeah, I've got that one big tip. Let's go into headquarters, because here's another big tip I'm finding out. If you advance your headquarters, the building head, so this is under buildings, and you advance your headquarters up, and I've got it up to level 14 now. If you advance that up, you will get more settlers on your missions, and then you can go into the headquarters here under planet, click on the settlers, and then you can assign those settlers. So as you see, I have 41,000 right now. I'm picking up way more settlers now than I used to be, and that helps you on your quests, because your quests will tell you to pick up so many settlers each day, and then it'll tell you to train so many in your headquarters. So then you can go to your headquarters, and if you're picking up a whole bunch every day, you should have a whole bunch here, and then you can easily go and train whatever you've got to train. Okay, I've already trained my 4 scientists, and I've still got extra that I can train in a couple hours when the quests renew. So I'm sure I've already got enough if they're not asking me to do a really super. Sometimes every once in a while they ask me to do a really, really high quantity. Now you can also go into here under whatever this is and click on Mercenary Office, and then using your KSK you can purchase, I'm assuming it's called purchasing, you can purchase these builders. So it is a pretty good idea. What I like to do is I like to maintain my KSK above 1900, and when I've got more than 1900 KSK, I go ahead in here and I buy these. So I just assign some builders, and now I'm assigning some workers, and now I'm assigning some scientists, and then you can just buy some general settlers that are not assigned, and you can assign those anywhere. Now, these do not help you on the quests, but I found out this one does. Okay, so if you buy the generic settlers, they will appear right here under settlers. Okay, they'll appear part of this total, and then you can assign those, and by assigning those as settlers, they will help you in your quest. So that's a good way that you can spend some KSK and get at least one of your quests knocked off. That might help you toward the 8 that you have to do every day. So that might be something that'll be really helpful. The other thing you can do is you can definitely go to your buildings, rank up your headquarters, and then you'll start getting more settlers on your missions. And then that'll help you with getting the settlers, and that'll actually help you with 2 different quests. That'll help you with the getting the settlers, and also then once you have settlers, you can then assign them. So I'm going to leave it right at there. Those are some tips and some suggestions for improvement that I've got. Hope you're having a great fun time playing this game, and we will talk soon. Have a great day.